Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing tonight? It is Monday night, April the 28th, 2025, and it is 11:39 p.m. And I'm sitting here on the couch just thinking or whatever. I kind of have a light headache at the moment. I'm not really sure why. I took my wig off just in case it was too tight. So yes, this is my under the wig braids and my leave out is just out. So I'm going to be doing my video looking like this because I don't know where any of my bonnets are. I don't got a scarf at the moment, so you got to just catch me raw and natural. But I wanted to jot down something in my digital diary. And it's like an observation. You know how people joke about like selling souls and sacrificing people, and what you gonna do if the Illuminati call you and offer you $250,000 to sacrifice your cousin or some shit like that, you know? And half of the world believe that that's true, and the other half just believe that it's like a conspiracy theory. But what if in this game of life, right, we had like a overseer who watched us, kind of like the Truman Show. I'm talking about a real person in here in the flesh that watched you all the time, like on a hidden camera, like on the Truman Show. Let's just say this person like worked for like the CIA or something, so they had access to all type of databases, and they were very tech savvy, and they were just very curious about somebody, kind of like the show You. I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, but something like that. Or again, like the Truman Show. Or let's just say, since I like to jot down things in my digital diary and I use Facebook to do so, let's just say the owner of Facebook was fascinated with me, like how the guy was fascinated with Truman. And let's just say this person like watched everything that I did, like tapped my phones, put hidden cameras in my house, cars, anything that any stores I go to on a regular or anything like that, just to watch my every move. Not to be weird, but very much so weird. Just because they find me quite interesting. And then you become more so like a case study, because now the whole world is watching, because this is like a public platform. Kind of like the Truman Show, which was a movie that was made way before Facebook was created, I believe. But, so you see, I'm just using this as an example. But what if this person who owned this platform got addicted to watching this one person who used their platform? So then they start calling in other people to watch, like, hey, I got this book that is so interesting, and it's this girl, and she uses my platform every day to tell her story, and it's her real life story that she lives every day, and she goes live on my platform, and it's just like a great movie. Like, you gotta come and watch this, right? So then this other person who owns a different platform comes and watch. Then he call up his buddy like, hey, you gotta come watch this. And this person ends up being like a movie producer. And then they call up this person, they're like, hey, you gotta come and see this shit. This person happens to be a rapper. So now you got a rapper that's rapping about this person, and a movie producer that's making movies about this person, and the platform owners that are watching this person. But this person doesn't know at first. And then things become so obvious because, okay, if I move to from Facebook and I go over to YouTube, well, everything that I watch on YouTube starts to resonate too. Even though there's a such thing as algorithm, there's no such thing as knowing almost 100% what I'm doing and what I'm going through unless you're watching me, right? Kind of like the Truman Show. So then this person happens to find all of this out because being that she's a case study, or he, because I'm just using examples, being that they're a case study and they're starting to notice it, they start doing their own research and their own observations and coming up with theories of how people act. And then this person notices, like, well, hey, there's movies about me. There's songs about me. Everything I do on this platform seems to reflect everything that I do. From the reels down to the for yous and the suggested pages and everything like that. Granted, there's a such thing as algorithm. I'm not searching these things up. I'm just living my day-to-day life, and they're appearing as if I'm co-creating with the universe, as well as co-creating with the World Wide Web, which is the universe. So that means that I must be one interesting yet powerful person. And the only way that I was able to figure this out is after doing my own research, because I wanted to know why was people researching me. And then this girl, she's poor, like poor, but wealthy, because if you're making music about me and you're making movies about me and you're getting rich off me, off of your platform, then that means that I'm the source and I'm the one that's really rich. And therefore, you're energetically stealing from me. You're robbing me energetically without my permission. And that takes me back into like cybersecurity, the CIA, and then the real world as well as the virtual world, and how people can steal from you without your permission energetically, as well as the real world, as well as the universe and the World Wide Web. And this is what I say, it all goes hand in hand. And as above, so below, 5D, 3D, spiritual realm, physical realm, virtual world, reality. It's all the same. And this girl learned this while doing this research on herself after finding out so many people was researching her. And then she started researching the world. And while researching the world, she started co-creating with the universe. So now, since so many people are interested in what I do and what I say, that they mock it or they imitate it, they're copying me. And it's like, it goes even deeper than this. It goes into like clones and copycats and doppelgangers, as well as energy harvesting. And then it goes even deeper into who's genuinely caring and who's not, who's genuinely doing things to help or out the kindness of their heart, and who's not. And it's taking me back into, he's making a list and checking it twice, and he's going to find out who's naughty or nice. It's like, while you're doing all of these observations, are you making a list and checking it twice? And are you finding out who's really naughty or nice, who's really pure-hearted while you're doing all of this research? And are you watching yourself and your hearts? What are you getting out of doing the research? What's the end result that you're expecting? And is it a conspiracy theory, or is this real life because you're witnessing it? Like, can one individual really have enough power to really co-create with the universe and make things happen like I say it and it happens? Isn't that like God and what he did? And it's like New World Order and the chosen one, and who is like who God wants to pass his torch to, or something like that. And you know, they say we never know the day or the hour that Jesus was going to return, or things like that. And God gave his only begotten son and all of that good stuff, right? But we don't know when he's going to return, how he's going to return, and what's going to happen when he returns. We just know that it's going to be something totally different, right? And who's to say he's not here already? Because we don't know when he's going to return. And he could be here walking in human flesh. And we don't know. Which is why you're supposed to always treat people how you want to be treated. And you never know when you're entertaining an angel. Because who's to say that he hasn't been walking among us all this time? Or she. But the ultimate test is who's naughty and who's nice. So when you're doing this observation to study somebody, what is the purpose? If they're having a problem, are you going to help them? Or are you going to see what you can do to make the situation worse so that you can furthermore have something else to research? Because do that make you go on the nice or the naughty side of the list? Or are you watching this person and you're trying to figure out solutions, and then you're going to actually put forth effort to create these solutions? And not by thinking that you're God. For example, let's say there's a pregnant woman and you're watching, and there's going to be some people that say, well, she shouldn't have got pregnant if she couldn't take care of this baby. Oh well, that's on her. But you keep on watching to see what she's going to do. Why keep on watching when you clearly stated in the very first episode that you don't care because she should have never decided to keep a baby? Then there's going to be some people that say, well, damn, you know, she's kind of going through a hard time. I want to help. Let's donate some Pampers. Let's donate some formula or a breast pump or housing or anything. I don't know. A job, you know, whatever the situation may be. Because some people are struggling even with jobs. So whatever the situation could be, you're going to have some people that criticize but won't stop watching. And then you're going to have some people that's watching and they want to help. Those are the people that's going to go on the nice side. The ones that's criticizing but can't stop watching but won't stop talking, those are the ones that's going on the naughty side. So when you're doing your research, what are you getting out of it? Are you reserving your seat on the nice side of the list or the naughty side? Because at the end of the day, if you're watching, you're investing your time and dedication to this or something. And again, this is the real world. So a lot of people watch TV, series, read books, whatever it is. But you're giving it your time. And when giving it your time, what are your intentions? To be positive or negative? And that's what this person is finding out. Like, during this game of life, this is what I'm coming up with. People, the world could be so cruel, but the world can also be so beautiful. It's what you make it. And that's what people don't realize. You know, we can complain about so much, but what are we doing? You know, and there's people in higher places, better positions, however you want to look at it, who can really make a difference, but they're so selfish. Like, there's people whose net worth is like hundreds of billions of dollars. And then there's people who actually are struggling without even a roof over their head, without knowing where they're going to get their next meal. And it's not always because they're on drugs. Some people lost everything to a house fire. Some people lost their whole entire family in a car accident, and now they don't have anything. They don't know where to start, where to go. It's many of reasons that people could be struggling. And it's not always because they're lazy, or because they were on drugs, or because they have a mental illness. Real life shit happens in the blink of an eye, which is also another reason why you should not judge people in a certain way. Like, yes, you should have discernment. Yes, you have the right to know if you want to be around people or you don't. But judging people without knowing the story, or judging a book by its cover without reading it, is a terrible, terrible thing. That's another thing I've learned while doing the research on the people that were researching me. You know? And in the midst of people researching you, they'll do anything. It's just like a lab rat. They'll feed you anything to see how you'll react. They'll torture you to see how long you can tolerate the torture before you give up. That's what it's like being a person who people like to experiment on. And you have to even think about that. Like, to want to torture somebody, even a mouse, you have to be kind of sick in the head. To want to put somebody through so much just to see how they will react is crazy. Or to try to kill somebody to have your way, or for gain of material things and finances. Like, willing to put another person through so much, but you never stop to think like, well, what if somebody did this to me? Like, you never know. And you can't say, well, can't nobody do this to me because I would have, because no, you wouldn't. You never know what you'll do under pressure. And that's why you don't know what this lab rat will do, or what this person that you're experimenting on would do. Like, you would expect that if you poison someone that they'll die. But if you poison someone with some of the strongest poison that you can come up with, the strongest potion and concoction that you can come up with, and they still walking around perfectly fine, then you know, one, there is God, and two, that you don't know the outcome of everything, because you would have expected this person to die, but they're still healthy. You get it? So everything is an experiment. That's why you should always do things with good intentions, because you never know the outcome, no matter how much you're going to plan. So if you come up with these devious plans of like, oh, well, what if we get rid of this person? Or we can get these people to work with us, if this person will work with us. You never know how things are going to turn out. You never know who's going to turn on who's going to start disliking who's going to start liking who, what can go left, what can go right. You never know, no matter how much you plan. That's why they say it's God's plan. It's not our plan. Like, it's God's world. We just live in it. But we can co-create with the universe when you have good intentions, when you're high vibrational. It's levels to this. You can also manifest things out of negativity. But rotten fruit, it just don't taste as good as nice harvest, you know? But I was getting at, like, what if it was just somebody watching, just like the Truman Show? Except for Truman then starts watching everyone else and coming up with his own observations, speculations, assumptions, theories, based off of what he watched, what he noticed, while sitting back, being observed, living his everyday life. You learn a lot when you by yourself and you sit back and you relax and you just observe things. You peep a lot, you see a lot, you realize the simple things of life, what makes life difficult, if that's what you decide to think about. And that's what I decided to think about. Like, I really be in deep thought. Not so much of an overthinker, but deep thought about a lot of things. Things that I've went through, things that I've witnessed, things that I want to do, things that my kids go through, and all types of things. I sit and I think about it. I think about my childhood. I reconnect with my inner child and all types of stuff. When I'm at home or shit, anywhere I am, and I can get a moment to myself to think, or even in my dreams, this is what I do. Hmm. It's like it can all be so simple, but we, rather make it hard by doing the most craziest stuff, though. Like, the craziest shit. Mm. I have a slight headache, though. I said that already. That's why I took the wig off, too. Plus, I don't like to sleep with it on because I don't like the hair touching me. I'm a little sleepy. Okay, so I'll go to sleep so I can get up in the morning, get my babies ready for school, make sure my big kids are up and getting ready for school at their friend's house. Oh, darn. I meant to double check on them again. I talked to them a few times earlier, and I was telling Lex to make sure she asks their friend's mom, if they needed anything. Because I made sure the kids got them like some food to take over there because they was going to be over there Monday and Tuesday, and then they're coming home Wednesday after school. So that's 2 nights. I made sure I got them some snacks and little stuff that they can cook or microwave while they were over there. So they just not eating up nobody's food. And they took their own toothpaste. I asked if they needed to take some soap, but not saying that didn't nobody have soap, of course, but just so they not using up their products. And if I needed to send like a roll or two of tissue, because my kids run through tissue, and Mirror got sinuses, so he has allergies, so his nose be running a lot. He used a lot of tissue. And when my kids going over to somebody else's house, especially who is not our family, I don't want to seem like I'm using them, or that my kids just over there using up a lot of stuff, and I ain't checking on it or contributing or anything like that. That's why I was kind of mad when they said they needed $20 to catch the lift to school. Like, damn, I would have rather gave that $20 to the mama for her to put in her gas or something, Like, why is y'all running late when I specifically text y'all? And y'all responded. Well, Lex did. Only Lex and Mirror are gone. So, yeah, I did. I'm trying to do the best I can do to make sure they can get to school. I don't know why they ain't come up with this idea when we were in our house and they was missing school, when I was asking them, like, y'all don't got no friends or y'all can ask them if they can pick y'all up, because you know my kids are older. Some of them drive and stuff. Like, and we can work on giving them gas or something, opposed to $40 one way Uber and Lyft, you know. But they couldn't find nobody, and we be going through so much shit. I don't want my kids really standing out catching the bus, especially in the wee hours in the morning when it's still dark outside, especially my daughters and shit. You know, most people, they don't really mess with boys, but people will rob boys too. So I don't really want my kids, not saying that, you know, they don't need to be out in the real world, because I let them go places, you know, they go with their friends, they go with their cousins when they want to and shit like that, but I don't want them just standing at the bus stop when it's dark outside. Or at these gas stations where people is just doing the most. So, be working on all of that. But I still don't let it stress me out. If I can't do it, I can't do it. And we're not going to worry about it. You know? I'm hearing, what's the reward? But I'm telling you, it's like, that's it. Somebody is being watched. I'm hearing, and the nominees are, you know, like somebody really been watching these people. Like maybe it's a competition going on or something. Maybe somebody, I don't know about a competition or something that they're in, or this person has been being watched because they're in like a competition for something, like maybe to win a chance to be on a talk show or some shit, or write a book or a movie, or win a large lump sum of money or something like that. Somebody is about to win something because they've been being watched. Shit, probably by the feds too. But I'm getting platform, like somebody who can watch you through computers, through cameras, through devices, listening devices and stuff like that. And I'm really seeing platforms. You know how when you download apps, and like when you want to upload pictures or use the videos and stuff, you gotta give like Facebook permission to use your access your camera or microphone or something like that. I'm seeing like that, but somebody been watching somebody when they weren't supposed to. This is somebody who's real high tech, real tech savvy. I'm saying like they've been this way since they was a kid. But they've been watching this person illegally though. Like granted, you give the app permission, it's like you hack into this person devices without permission. You know how using some apps it say like, do you allow us to track your location always or only while using app? It's like this person, this platform person, whoever this person is who's watching this person, they're only supposed to be able to access the camera and the microphone and stuff if this person is doing videos or uploading videos or pictures or something like that. But this person is tapping into this person's devices, like watching them and listening through their cameras and stuff all throughout the day. And they got so fascinated with this person, and they kept trying to test them and put them through things to see how they would react. Like they were involving the family, the friends, and they got so wrapped up in this. It's like quicksand. Like it's like in too deep. They got too deep, and now they suffocate. And it's like they having an identity crisis. They can't stop watching this person. They swear they don't like this person, but they can't stop watching. They can't stop watching. They can't stop watching. And now other people is watching. Like these people who they alerted to start watching, as well as like the feds is watching. It's like everybody's watching now. The world is watching. It's real life, the Truman Show. But now this person is aware that everybody is watching and everybody's getting sued. But it's like you don't gotta sue these people because they owe you. And it's like they know they owe you. And they know that you know that they owe you. And the feds know that they owe you. So it's like you don't even gotta sue them unless they don't feel like they should pay you. And then you're going to get double what they owe you anyway, because then you're going to be able to sue them for all the laws that they broke. So they might as well just cut you a nice amount anyway. And I'm hearing nothing less than like $1 million. Nothing less. Billions. Like, to invade someone's privacy. And I'm talking about really invade, even down to the bathroom, even down to watching this person naked. Phone conversation, intimate moments, no privacy whatsoever, illegally watching, embezzling, stealing, conspiracy, murder plots. In too deep, went way over your head, like it's above me now. It's above $1 million. But it started off as a game. And what ifs? What if? What if? What if? That's crazy. I'm hearing like the best revenge is no revenge at all. I'm hearing the proof is in the pudding. Those who are last shall one day be first. Laugh now, cry later. Those who get the those who get the last laugh the hardest. My leg went to sleep. Like I need to go to sleep. And that's what I'm about to do. I just wanted to jot that down in my digital diary because that's what I was thinking of as I was sitting here on the couch. I need to take this polish off my toes because it's making it look like my toenail is broke, but really the polish just chipped off the tip. And I really hate that. But yeah, love you guys. Good night.